Hello, hi Pisces. Welcome to my channel, Universal Power Tarot. My name is Marta. And these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Yay, as well as myself, of course. Pisces, thank you so much in participating in raising us up to 10,000 subscribers, which is so awesome. Thank you guys. And as soon as we reach that, you'll receive 20% discount on all extendeds as well as all private readings, which is awesome. So cool. So, and also I really wanted to say a huge thank you to you for uplifting the collective with your encouraging comments, and for your interaction between each other, which is awesome. So cool. Yeah, and it also shows the oneness, the feeling of oneness, right? Because there are so many countries that are watching this particular platform. I'm sure others as well, but I'm talking about this here. So we have such a gorgeous tribe going on, and different religions, different skin colors. Love it. That's what I strive for here with this platform, which is, yeah, it's just gorgeous. And I thank you for being here, for participating. Really, really cool. All right. Pisces, are you ready? This is your July 2020. Thanks. July 2020 general reading, which means please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. It's not gender specific. It's not really time specific either. I put the dates on it, yes, but that's for informative purposes. So whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. All right. And also, if it's not your sign, we have pretty much all the signs in our chart at different positions, and it means something else, something different. Right? So whenever you feel drawn to a reading for a title or whatever else reason, trust your gut on this one and just listen to it. All right. So that's it. Yeah, those readings can be triggering here because they're meant for those that seek personal and or spiritual growth. So there you go. Let's hop in. Page of Cups for you Pisces. It's very watery, very emotional. I'm getting some kind of a disgruntled kind of an energy, almost like a little child, like with a temper tantrum, like, no, I want this. I really want this. It's like that. That's what I'm getting, some disgruntlement. But it doesn't really have that seriousness to it because it's that child kind of a temper tantrum. So what I'm immediately getting with this is the other party and vice versa is not really taken seriously here because it's a temper tantrum. You don't take children seriously and whatever they want when they throw a temper tantrum here. You don't, because you know they're in their terrible twos or something, and you know that that's for that reason, and you also know that there's something deeper underneath that they want, and also something that they have to learn. And that's what I'm strongly getting from this card, interestingly enough. Very interesting. And I'm not yet sure whether it's you or the other person, but you would know. I'm sure you would know. Could also be you catching yourself doing that, or you doing it for show. That could be too. And there's no judgment there at all from my side. I think it's amusing, however, because like I can think of a couple of times that I did that myself, right? And is that unnecessary drama, but sometimes it's also spicy, right? That's the spice sometimes. I'm pretty much over that though, because I've had so much drama in my life that I'm just like, okay, I'm not even closely anywhere near creating any kind of drama. I hope not, because I just had it. Like, my scale for drama for this life is done. I'm like so over it. Wow, maybe you feel the same. Oh yeah, you feel the same. You're like, fuck that. Pisces is like, fuck that. I'm so over this drama. I'm so over this child's play here. I'm so over that kindergarten kind of manners and behavior. I'm so over it with the Queen of Swords. It's just like, okay, I've been hurt before and I've been there, and yes, sure, and I've made my mistakes and everything, but this is really taking all that and learning from it and growing from it. That's the Queen of Swords. Excuse me. It's also in the realm of the solar plexus chakra. which is the power of life, and really stepping into your power is what I'm getting now. Really stepping into your power because you realize something very important to you and to your growth, to your personal growth here. It's also someone who's outspoken and who's really ready to, I almost wanted to say cut stuff down, but in a very mature kind of a way. It's not in a childish kind of a way, but when this queen cuts something down, it's really for good reason. Oh, wow. Wow, you have the Knight of Cups now. Yeah, the love offer. I'm more so getting, not that being another person, although that could be, I'm more so getting that love offer to yourself here. Because you realized again that you did not want any kind of drama in your life. Excuse me, Pisces, but rather you would love to have that love in your life, right? Just that love. A lover, not a fighter. That's that. That's exactly that. In that case. Yeah. There you go, a fighter. Wow, exactly. And right underneath the Page of Cups, exactly that. It's another page card, Page of Swords, and that's like being protective over what is yours, or what has been yours is what I just heard. What has been yours. But again, that's that immature kind of an energy here, that you are stepping out of with the Queen of Swords, or stepped out of already, and you're like, I've had it with that drama. No more harsh words in that direction. I have realized that that is causing the drama, possibly, says Pisces, right? And that's not so easy to admit, because that really means that you're willing to start a changing process here within your life. And that could also mean cutting people out of your life that constantly cause drama, right? And you're like, I'm so over this. I'm so over this. And sometimes we really do have to take that step back, or out of a relationship, let's say, with drama causing people, in order for us to be very stable where we are at, and then act from that position out again. And then from that strengthened position, you act differently, and you are then, in turn, when you're through that process, you're then very much able to let those people back in if you wish, because then you have those healthy boundaries, and then you learn from the whole process. Yeah. The Knight of Coins here, that's you. That's my card for wearing the armor underneath. It's quite interesting because we have so many players here right now, so many players. That's all, or most of it is you, or could be you. So we're really talking about someone who has been doing intensive work on themselves, has discovered different parts within him or herself. And the Knight of Pentacles is someone who wears the armor underneath, who is still someone who's afraid to get hurt, possibly. And many people may not see that he wears the armor underneath, because they see the shirt and they will not perceive the armor here, right? And the Queen is just very outspoken. The Queen is wearing no armor whatsoever, right? Because she has that sword. She has found her boundaries. She has found her sword. This one didn't quite yet. Didn't, right? That's why they have to wear the armor underneath and have to be guarded, has to guard their internal parts, and has to push people away. Rather, with the Queen of Swords, it's like she's cutthroat, basically. She's really outspoken about what she wants, or he wants, and about his or her boundaries. Message incoming for Pisces. And we have another page. That's interesting. We have 3 pages now. Sorry, that was my dog. We just got a new dog. He just scared me. I'm not used to the noises that she makes. So, yeah. And she's really old. So, yeah. Anyways, pages, page energy here. 3 times the page, 2 times the Knight already in that short of a reading. And it all circles around that Queen of Swords here, is what I feel. Page of Rods is, of course, a messenger, right? Something wants to tell you something. So these parts, I feel, are reaching out to you, Pisces, and knocking on your door. And this can feel overwhelming, again, because to me as a reader, it's just like, there's so much going on here right now. But it's pretty clear that this is you. This box here, this is internal. This is you. But there is a lot going on. There are so many that be like, I'm here, Pisces, I'm here, like internally, that are trying to make themselves known to you through emotions, and could be through emotions that are not quite so comfortable at times, right? And getting back in touch with parts of yourself that may have gotten alienated from you in earlier childhood, for example, or as you were growing up somewhere along those lines, right? And they're now stepping forward, and not just one, but really a couple. Wow, you have the Hermit, Virgo energy here. That is so interesting, right? Because you may have been like, oh my God, there's so many parts. I just need to go hermit for a little while, right? Really going inside. And it's also a confirmation here to do just that, to go inside and to really ponder. And that's a process where it is really sometimes best, like I said, to really step out of certain relationships here and really be with yourself. Sit with yourself, because that will give you clarity here. Really find out who is who within yourself, who wants what from you here. Could also be a reflection externally that you might feel, because that's often what occurs. And then I'm getting this feeling of it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. And all the more reason for you to go hermit, because in hermit mode, we're getting back in touch with ourselves, with our inner fire, possibly with what excites us, with our passions, what we really want, because often we don't know that, because there are so many that are within us that are alienated, that are distracting us from who we really are and what we really want, that only later in life we might find out what that is. Society or different patterns, like parents or whoever, like caregivers we grew up with, or peers, really sometimes superimpose something on us, or we superimpose that on ourselves, so that we might think we might like volleyball, for example, right? But we really don't, just because volleyball may have been popular at 19 something, I don't know, right? So that's what I mean. Or wearing some sort of clothes that are popular right now, when you would really wear something else if you only started to dig, right? Or if you only dug a little deeper, then you would find out, oh wow, I just love to wear flip-flops all the time, and I don't like high heels at all. Or sometimes I do, sure, but most of the time I just prefer flip-flops, because that's just my nature, right? And that's what you seem to be finding out here. It's also getting in touch with your inner children, of course, and there are many that want to be acknowledged, and that can get quite loud. If you've ever been to a kindergarten, that's blah, blah, blah. It's most of the time they're really loud, right? Kids are, when they're together, and yeah, that sort of thing. It's also denoting, of course, to a transformative process that is occurring here to you, that will make you realize that no matter what the outside circumstances are, as you can see, it's snowing. It doesn't affect you that much anymore, if at all, because you're making your own fire here. You're warming yourself again, but that's a process that was started. Could have been started some time ago already, but right now you're with those internal voices, right? And I'm not talking about something crazy here at all. It's just like we all have those different personas, different voices within ourselves. And they are personas that we adapted throughout our lives. And now they want recognition. And it's best to pull that team back in for you. It is, but that's a process again. Yeah, that's a process. Like I just said, temperance, right? Sagittarius energy here. That process, and again, it's a process that'll take time. It's not just because I put July on it that this will happen and be finished in July. No, okay? It's just, again, that's just timestamps or whatever, right? It's a process. So that'll happen to you and for you over a period of time. And it very much has to do with you diving into your emotions here, Pisces, and really getting in touch with them. Spirit is with you all the way. All the way. You may even receive messages at night Doesn't even have to be at night, but receiving messages and downloads. Isis and Osiris could interest you a lot, or could start to interest you a lot. Their story and the magic that comes with that. But again, it's a process, Pisces. Take a time. And it really depends on who you are, how you grew up. It's very individual process here, right? Two of Swords. Actually, Aquarius got that card too. It's interesting. And when I do 2 readings in a day, most of the time they're connected. So I'm curious what's going to come out here and whether these two are connected. The Two of Swords. That's like that internal battle, right? That internal battle that just happens. Could mean of the ego because something new is coming in, but I'm more so feeling like between what we already stated, basically, between all those forces inside you, and sometimes a battle arises from that. Should we be in a loving kind of a stance, or should we rather like defend ourselves, what's right now? And those arguing and not really coming to conclusion, I'm really getting a lot of friction, actually, especially when I do that movement. I can feel the energies, and it's really like a ball of energy, and they're just like, oh, again, like children, really. They're like arguing for no good reason, right? It's a push and pull kind of a situation. But you are called to be that one here in that situation, to step up and really grow from this, because that's what this whole thing here is for. It may be confusing to you, but it's a growth process that is presenting itself to you right now. All right, before we continue and take this over to the extended, I'm going to draw 2 more cards for you here. I just want to say, for all my newbies, you can either go over to Vimeo, where you can purchase or rent the extended, your extended, or you can go over to Patreon, whichever suits you best. You'll find both links down below in the caption and in the comment section, most likely, unless I forgot to attach. Yeah, and you'll see. I put a little description, started to put little descriptions. I hope this suits you. Good, let's continue. Wow. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's so fitting. We have the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. It could not be more clear, right? Especially with the Hermit, with the Wise One here. Exactly. And you will need reflection here. Mirror Guardian. Where are you? Here. There she is. Take time to reflect. Take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Angels accept you just the way you are. Even when you are going through a challenging time, they still hold you in the highest esteem. The Mirror Guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourself as angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by the world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the Mirror Guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strength, in particularly those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. That's beautiful. All right. Cool. Oh, wait. I'm not putting this back. I'm like, okay, you may have done the same. You're like, okay, thanks. I'll just put that over here. I'm not working on myself anymore. That's it. I'm done. Like part of yourself probably. The other part's like, no, we need to go through it. It's better. It's so much better. Whoa. Okay. You have courage. That just popped out for you. Pisces. Courage. Dare to be different. To make mistakes. Create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. Wow, it rounds up what you just heard, basically. That's very interesting. It's about authenticity. Cool. All right, Pisces. I can't wait to take this over to the extended. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes, beautiful comments, for being in this gorgeous tribe. I love you. And I'll see you over on Vimeo and Patreon or next time. Bye.